Hey everyone, this is William with Hunter Run Farm. Hey, I wanted to talk to y'all today. I've been getting some questions. We have 28 dogs out here on the property right now. We have 14 labs, the rest are bird dogs. Mike Bassett trains here full time in the labs, and of course we work our bird dogs on the quail plantation. I know there's some glare. I got to apologize for that. Unfortunately, the mylar covering on this bag does cause some reflection. This is a feed that we ran across a little over a year ago now. Actually, it's been about 15 months. We were feeding ProPlan for about the last 20 years. I think Mike had fed it for maybe 25 years or so. And we started developing some issues in our dogs a couple years ago. And we started seeing more diarrhea, loose stool, not holding weight like we liked. And as much as I asked to check, the formula's changed. It was just that simple. And so we went and we started sampling other foods. We put some dogs on several feeds, and we kept a good track, I built a spreadsheet on it. And we fed Eukanuba, the performance Eukanuba. We fed Royal Canin. I fed the Victor High Pro. We did Pro 89, which was a diamond food, and we did the Diamond Naturals, chicken and rice. And then for our puppies, we tried Eukanuba. But anyway, nothing was working that great. The Victor High Pro did pretty well, and the Diamond Naturals, the chicken and rice, did very well. We had dogs who were pretty good on that, but nothing was holding up to what we were seeing later on with the Inukshuk. And I ran into a Nookshook from a Canadian gentleman that I know that was feeding it. It's originally formulated for sled dogs, and they have a smoking hot 32-32. This is a 30-25. Again, I apologize for glare. You might not be able to see that. But I ran into, maybe a little bit better, I ran into a bird dog field trialer down here and noticed he was feeding it as well. So I said, well, I should give it a try. So we went out and we got some Nookshook. We put 5 dogs on it that we've been having some issues with. I put a female on there that had just whelped a litter, and I saw the best rebound on a female that I've ever seen. Then we had 2 labs. The first female was a bird dog, was an English pointer, and they'll go down pretty bad when they whelp like that. They're already a pretty high-strung dog. And then we whelped 2 litters from labs and put those females on it as well, and they're rebounded excellent. So we started introducing it to some working dogs that we'd had some problems holding some weight on, with great results. One of the things we noticed right off the bat, that we were feeding about 15 to 20% less feed. It's a little bit higher protein, higher fat than what we were using, and we just did not have to feed as much. I talked to the guys in Nookshook. I've stayed on the phone with them. We talked about that. They said I should expect that. One of the great results of that also is when you're cleaning all those dog kennels, less in, less out. So that's made cleanup a lot better for us as well. In short, what I'm getting at is this feed. We've moved all our dogs to it now. So everybody's been on it for a year come September. And I've seen the best performance results out of any of the feeds that are out there currently. The sad thing about those feeds is, they've all been kind of gobbled up. And, coming from a business background, other than what we do in the hunting world, but background where I dealt with business, I dealt with mergers and acquisitions. I understand totally. The equity guys come in, they buy something, they expect to get a return on their dollar, get something back for their investment. Hey, that is totally understandable. That's how business works. But what they do is they start cutting down the amount in the bags first. Everybody remembers, when you used to get 50-pound bags, and then we went at 49-pound bags, and then we went at 47.8-pound bags, and 46 and 42. And then they get to a point where they go, oh, we can't lighten up any more in the bag, and they start cutting formulas. And everybody out there, every dog food that I mentioned previously has been bought. And that's the cycle it's going through. Currently, I'm not going to say that Nookshook won't get bought, but currently, they're owned by a small group. I'd encourage you to go on their website. They've got some really neat videos on how they do things, how they get the food absorbed, the fat absorbed into the food. I thought it was a really interesting video. But you know, currently they're a small company. They're easy to deal with, great folks. You know, call them up, I can get a pallet of food, and it's just stress-free, no problem, and they've been great to work with. I would encourage you, you know, they don't give me anything, you know, they don't sponsor us or anything. This is just a video I wanted to make because I've seen such an improvement in our dogs, and I know there's people out there who love their dogs and they like working dogs, and you might want to give it a try if you're not currently satisfied with the feed that you're using. If you're satisfied with the feed you're using and the dog's doing well, don't change. But if you got any issues and you're looking to try a different feed, I would highly recommend you go to a Nookshook and talk to those guys. Have fun out there, and remember, always be safe when you're out there hunting, and enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.